The Reserve Bank has struck a note of caution on the privatization of public sector banks. In its monthly bulletin, the RBI has said that public sector banks have performed better on financial inclusion and labor cost efficiency. Sapna Das joins us now with more. Sapna, what's the RBI stance?
Well, in one of the articles published in the RBI's August bulletin, it talks about an alternative perspective to public sector bank privatization, and it makes a very strong defense of the role of PSBs in the economy. First off, the article talks about the fact that how the private sector banks are always more focused on profit maximization, whereas the PSBs have a larger role at play. Social sector social sector obligations like financial inclusion, and that's what they have carried out beautifully. That's one. Second, also in terms of the monetary policy, the private sector banks have always found to be more pro-cyclical, whereas the PSBs have played a more counter-cyclical role, So that's an important point. That's an important highlight that comes through in this article. Last but not the least, it talks about the various steps that have been taken by the PSBs over the last 2 odd years in terms of improving their balance sheets, finally. Also it was suspected that PSB's balance sheets are pretty weak and they'll be badly impacted by the COVID. But the article actually notes that they have weathered the storm really well, remarkably well. So that's a good highlight going forward. All in all, it makes a very clear case for the political executive that they should not be looking at big bang public sector bank privatization, because that will do more harm than good. But we also need to note that at the moment the government really has not moved forward on the bank privatization agenda. For example, the bill was expected in the monsoon session of Parliament. There's no word on that as yet, and we really don't know whether this is going to be in a limbo till the general elections in 2024. So the research paper of RBI makes a very valid point. However, we also need to note that the political executive is not really moving forward on this front, at least as of now.